Lovelies, welcome back again to my channel. If you are coming across my channel for the first time, welcome. My name is Ruth, BSN graduate from one of the universities here in the Philippines, and you are most welcome to my channel. For my old G's, thanks so much, Lovelies, for always tuning in to watch my videos. You know, Lovelies, I do not take you guys for granted. So today's video is being inspired by one of the big YouTubers we have on this YouTube street, a Filipino. I featured some time ago on his channel. The title and everything, the discussion I'm having on this video is being inspired by Elle's Planet. So the things I'll be discussing on this video was what I was asked by Elle's Planet. On Elle's Planet, we had other foreigners that also talked about the same topic that I am treating today on my channel. So this particular one is my own point of view as a foreigner. Without wasting much of your time, let's dive right into the video, the Elle's Planet video from my own point of view. Please do enjoy the video. Hi guys, welcome. My name is Ruth. On this YouTube, you can find me as Nurse Ruth Nook. That's the name of my YouTube channel. I'm a Nigerian and currently I am living in the Philippines. So if I'm given opportunity to talk to President of the Philippines, I would definitely be presenting to him three most challenging things I feel as student foreigners we face or encounter here in the Philippines. Number one, which is the most challenging one, is not being able to work as a student in the Philippines. The number two would be yearly extension of our student visa. Then the last point would be not being able to own business or properties here as a foreigner. I'm going to be explaining this point, why I feel is an issue for we as foreign students here in the Philippines. The first one, which is not being able to work with a student visa. We all know that if you are a student, you have a student visa, and because we have student visa, we are not allowed to work with a student visa. This can be so challenging, because even though you are staring at a job and the job is staring at you, they will tell you plainly you cannot apply for this job because you have a student visa. For you to be able to do this, you need to convert to a working visa. And sometimes they tell you that there are no jobs in the Philippines for a student foreigner. But this is not true, because there are some jobs that foreigners can do here in the Philippines. Take for instance the call center representative job. These companies sometimes need a lot of people to work for them. Sometimes citizens of the Philippines, that's Filipinos, they don't apply for these jobs because it has to do with English. I know that Filipinos speak English, and as a matter of fact, I love their accent when they speak English. But some of them shy away from these jobs. And most times when you go to these call representative centers, they have a lot of vacancies. Looking for people to work in there. I've been fortunate to get a job. I would say fortunate because I actually got the job. But what happened? I even started training with these people. They interviewed me, I started training with them, but in the process of them requesting me to submit my documents, they found out that I was using a student visa, and immediately I was dropped. They asked me if actually I want to continue with that job, that I need to convert my student visa to a working visa. But how can I convert my student visa to a working visa when I know I am still pursuing my education here in the Philippines? That is another problem, because even with the working visa, as a foreigner, if you have a working visa, you cannot go to school. You cannot pursue your education if you have a working visa. You still need to convert it to a student visa. So I think this visa issue in the Philippines is kind of complicated and complex, because with a student visa, you cannot work, and with a working visa, you cannot go to school. So I would request, if given the opportunity to speak to President of the Philippines, I would request him to please look into this matter. They should make the visa flexible for foreigners. in the sense that if you have a visa and you want to go to school, you should be able to go to school. And if you want to work, if the job is there, you should be able to apply for a job with any visa you are holding. Sometimes we have long vacation, like the summer break, we have long vacation. We do nothing. We stay at home doing nothing during these long vacations. It's either if you have the money, you keep traveling from places. Yeah, of course, Philippines have beautiful islands and beautiful places to visit, but you keep visiting all these places, you keep spending money and spending money and spending money, but there is no way you are refilling it except money comes from outside. That's from your sponsors or whoever is sending you money. But I feel if they make this flexible during this long vacation, or foreigners can as well be doing part-time jobs while they are studying. If someone is busy, you are busy as a student, you have a part-time job you are doing, you'll be so busy to think of indulging in something bad to do. The second point, which is the visa extension I mentioned, it is really not easy, that visa extension. The way I'm saying it, it looks like what's there, but we that go through this process every year, we know what we'll face before we get this done. If, for example, someone wants to take up nursing, which is 4 years course, I feel they should be given the visa for the duration of their study. It shouldn't be a yearly thing. That's annual thing, that every year you go back, you follow all the processes, everything, the procedures for you to extend your visa. As I'm saying this, it is really not easy to get your visa extended every year. Foreign students will understand. It is not easy to get that done. You have to go through a lot of things. What about the psychological aspect? Even your mental health. The mental health is also involved in getting this done. Like me, for example, once it's a new year and it's getting to period or month I need to extend my visa, I am always not stable again. I will start thinking about it. Just be like, oh my God, my visa extension, the time is approaching so fast. I need money for it. And again, I will start thinking, oh, my tuition is there at the corner. The visa extension is there at the corner, ringing bell to your mind, reminding you need to do this or you face the penalty. Every other thing you need to pay here or there is there. So sometimes it can be so cumbersome and it can disturb your mental health. Yeah. For foreigners, they will really understand. It disturbs a lot. Like, it can destabilize a foreigner because if you don't get this done, you cannot continue with your study. Like for my own school, they are very strict with visa extension, that if you don't extend it immediately, you cannot continue with your study again. So the trauma we go through yearly, permit me to use that word, and also the way it disturbs, like it can destabilize one. For you to get a visa extended yearly, they can save us all the stress by looking into it, maybe anyhow. Yeah. If they can look into this, like giving us visa for the duration of time we need to study in the Philippines. There was an interview video I made on my YouTube channel with another foreigner, and she shared how extending visa yearly is so challenging for foreigners. Some of my viewers dropped comments on the comment section explaining that sometimes they do this thing so they can checkmate the foreigners, to check if really they are going for what they came to the Philippines for. But for me, I feel it is not really enough reason. Pardon me, yeah, I'm only saying my mind. This is not to offend anybody, but I feel it is not really enough reason for the annual extension of the visa. Because if, for example, I am to go for a 4 years course and I'm giving visa for 4 years, I should put in my best and do everything, knowing that I have 4 years. After 4 years, I will face the consequence why I could not finish my study within this duration of time. It's a different thing, and it will save us the stress of getting this done yearly. You can as well, at the end of the duration of the visa, which is like 4 years, depending on the course you are taking up, checkmate it there. Like, ask the person, why didn't you complete it? The person will then face the consequence. As at that time. The money, what about the money involved? The money involved, every year we keep paying huge amount of money just to get this visa extended. What about the stress, the energy it drains for one to get this done? I know how many foreigners have been affected by this yearly or annual extension of visa. Yeah, it has really affected a lot of persons here in the Philippines. The last and the final point, which is not being able to own a business here as a foreigner, or owning property as a foreigner. It is really something so challenging. Like, as a foreigner, there are some things you want to get in the Philippines. They will tell you boldly, get a Filipino or a Filipina to help you apply for this. You want to get a commercial space, maybe you want to start up business, you need a commercial space. The processes involved for you to get it as a foreigner in the Philippines, it is so hectic. They will start suggesting to you, you get a Filipino or a Filipina. I feel if a foreigner needs to get something and he or she have the money and they've also stayed in the Philippines maybe from 5 years and above, depending, that person should be able to get that thing done easily, not so tedious, money consuming, energy consuming, that some people will just resort to looking for a Filipina to marry or looking for a Filipino to date out of your own wish. I'm not saying it is bad to marry a Filipina, no. I'm not saying it is also bad to date a Filipino, no. If you find love in a Filipino or a Filipina, yeah, go for it. Both of you go for each other, but it shouldn't be on the basis of because you want to acquire something. That is the point I am trying to make here. So with these 3 points, if I'm given opportunity to make a request from the president of the Philippines, what I'll be requesting of him to look into will be these 3 points I have mentioned. That's it, lovies. Thank you so much for sticking by. Thank you for watching this video. Until I come your way next time, I remain your favorite nurse, Ruth, signing out. Love you guys. Bye.